We're starting the month off feeling uncertain in terms of our adequacy. We might fear not being good enough, and at the same time really long to express ourselves authentically and individually, even if that means we might face rejection. Mercury's retrograde is finally coming to an end on the 3rd of June as it goes direct in the Earth sign of Taurus. We might feel more connected to our intuition now, coming from a more grounded perspective. There is also a chance we might face opposition this week. Watch out for misunderstandings, arguments, bad news and misfortune. With Saturn starting its retrograde in Aquarius on the 4th, we are being urged to make choices related to our karma that will affect our lives moving forward. This might last up to 5 months. During this period, we are to assess our future plans and solidify what we've been working on and where we're heading. We might be called to leave certain patterns and people in our past. This is a time for rearranging and restructuring, a gorgeous opportunity to find a sense of purpose. You will be aided by an eager desire to learn and grow through experiences and through others. Work-wise, you might start to notice more pressure or an increase in your workload this week. Our mental ability is on a post-Mercury retrograde high during the 2nd week. We are granted increased insight, psychological understanding, and awareness as well as a deeper focus. A conjunction between Venus and Uranus in Taurus will also have us idealizing change and the unusual. With this transit, there is a tendency to be more intrigued by unique and exciting people and experiences. This interest in the unusual could lead to enticing philosophical discussions this week. On the 14th of June, we will see a full moon in Sagittarius. During a full moon, we are being pushed to address what is keeping us out of balance, an emotionally charged time. With the sun and the moon now in opposition, the polarity created between these two planets could lead to us experiencing internal struggles. The Gemini sun is encouraging us to think and plan things through properly, while the Sagittarius moon wants us to rely on our intuition more and just go for it. In other words, Sagittarius energy is pushing us to expand and be optimistic, while Gemini's energy wants us to be logical and play it safe. Working towards a goal, mission, or philosophy that gives our life meaning might provide us with the sense of safety we've been craving, as well as a chance for expansion. This month is really all about growth and expansion. We have an opportunity now to heal old wounds and to learn from experiences. We might feel uncertain about where we are heading and question our thoughts and feelings more, especially during the first few days of this 3rd week. There's a tendency to procrastinate as a result of not wanting to deal with our emotions. Our increased sensitivity could also lead to difficulties socializing. Fear of rejection might be bubbling up now. This week could be the beginning of a time of release and solidifying our goals related to our own understanding of prosperity. We'll be making headway, but results may manifest rather slowly. Whatever we work on during this period of our lives holds a lot of potential and might become relevant in our future. On the 19th, Venus and Neptune sextile each other, influencing this day very positively in terms of our close relationships. A good day for romance, as commitment and pleasure seem equally attainable now. Also a great day for creative and social endeavors due to our heightened intuition and need for expression. Watch out for meaningful dreams on or around the 19th. During this transit, we might receive valuable insights or even visions through our subconscious. Towards the end of this 3rd week, we might see a shift. The uncertainty we've been feeling is being replaced with a more stable sense of direction. A Mercury sextile Jupiter transit is granting us good fortune in matters of the mind. Our communication skills are now enhanced, as well as our self-expression. We are zooming out more and planning ahead, thinking of the future. With the sun moving into Cancer on the 21st, our attention might turn to the people and things that make us feel at home and therefore provide us with a sense of safety. Our need to love and connect on a spiritual level is strong now, and our feelings might intensify. On the other hand, we might also be more susceptible to isolation and emotional fluctuation. We might also experience an urge to beautify our external world this week. This includes our surroundings and our own appearance. When it comes to travels, towards the end of this third week might be a good time. The fourth week marks an excellent period for opening up communication with others. We are more sensitive than usual and more willing to listen. We welcome conversations that stimulate our mind, and words are held in highest regard as they can bring comfort and healing now. A sextile between Mars and Saturn is also allowing for our work to slowly take shape. Since the end of the third week, we have been granted with a more secure sense of purpose and direction. A good time for planning and organizing. Try to keep your focus on one project at a time, as there is a tendency to be overly confident in our abilities. Moderation is key now. On the 28th, Neptune starts its retrograde period, which will last for the coming 6 months. When the planet of dreams and illusion enters its retrograde period, we might notice we struggle to trust our own intuition and judgment. It is important to stay true to our feelings and to trust our gut within the next 6 months. June's new moon is occurring on the 29th in the sign of Cancer. With the sun and the moon in the cardinal water sign, we are more prone to emotional ups and downs. Due to that, it is advisable to maintain an objective perspective. Our focus might revolve more around our home and our sense of safety. We are keen now to enhance family and domestic life in an effort to feel more safe. New moons are all about new beginnings, setting intentions and committing to personal goals. In Cancer, we are being called to honor our deepest, most irrational feelings. It is important to recognize that they exist and how they correlate to our sense of security. We are ending the month on a more positive note when it comes to the relationships in our lives. A great time to enjoy ourselves, especially in social situations. The conjunction between the Sun and Lilith in Cancer is asking us to leave all grudges behind and to approach life with an attitude of unconditional love. Lilith deals with our suppressed emotions, so we might have to face our own weaknesses in an effort to overcome them. Relationships may deepen now, and you might feel more attractive and powerful during this transit. Concluding, this month is centered around internal and external growth. We crave expansion, but we might also feel somewhat held back by our own insecurities. June is going to be a great opportunity to heal old wounds and to establish a sense of purpose. Making sure you feel good in your home and safe with your loved ones is going to be essential for that. Work-wise, you might want to really start planning and structuring for your future, as the coming 5 to 6 months could possibly carry a lot of potential. Thank you so much for making it up to this point. I hope this was insightful to you, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.